Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Woki, and after many years, I'm back with another Uma Musume video, mainly because someone had asked me. So this is Uma Musume Pretty Derby. It finally got its global version, and you can actually read what's going on in it. I'll try and not go right now, because otherwise if I stay on this home menu, then my girl over here, Taika Shuttle, is going to keep talking about her summer vacation, so we're gonna go look at over here as she reads this book. No, everyone's gonna talk to me no matter where I go. I just realized. There we go. We'll go here. It's Uma Musume. They released the global version. Funny enough, a lot of people started watching my old videos on the game, which I released way back in the day, and someone was asking, is it possible for you to make a video on it? Because I need help. I don't think those were their exact words, but that's what I took it as. Let me see if I can find their exact words here in a bit, as I'll go finding them. But I said, yeah, that's not a problem. Just give me a bit. Can you teach us global players what progress looks like in this game? Like, how do I know if I'm leveling my horses? Okay, that's easy enough. So, Uma Musume, it's a very... It's very easy once you kind of understand the basics of it, but it's also very hard because not all of these horses can be trained the same way. So the basic thing is that you're teaming up the stats. I'll go here for Taika Shuttle here just to show an example. This one was the one that was actually able to win the finals for me. You could see she was a C+, and I was able to win with these not the greatest stats in the world. But basically, you're training your horses in various stats, and then you want to try and get them to win the championship. That's the very basic cutout of what you're doing for most parts of the game. And even when you finish and you become a champion, you can see that I'm not full, because there's still much more to do, much more fans to get. And the way you kind of train them is very dependent on a lot of different factors. For example, some horses, such as Sakura Bakushin is easier to train than others, because for the most part the races she's in aren't very long, and all she wants to do is be the front runner and keep running up forward, and that's very easy. I think I've found a lot of the English speaking side has figured out, oh man, if I just invest heavy in speed, I'll usually win for the most part with her. But some other horses are much harder to train, such as Gold Ship. The reason is that Gold Ship is actually someone whose style prefers to be at the end of the race. So that style completely changes how a lot of the units kind of have to be trained. Because she wants to be all the way at the back, it means that for the vast majority of the race, she'll be in the back of it. And you're going to have to train not only her speed, but also her power and her guts, I believe, so you can go forward and kind of actually cut through people, because it doesn't matter if... It's why a lot of people end up having trouble training Gold Ship, which is pretty funny, and you shouldn't feel bad if you have trouble training any of these horses, because it's a lot of trial and error and trying to get a new run. Sometimes your runs will just randomly end, and that will be the end of it. I think my favorite is when the game originally released back in the JP version. The trainer for Special Week said training the horse Special Week was easier than training her in this game. If the actual trainer for Special Week was having trouble training Special Week, I think that probably lets you know that some horses are just easier to train than others. So yeah, there's a lot of different factors, and a lot of them are dependent on what kind of track they are, turf or dirt, or what kind of distance. Long requires much more stamina. But if you're someone who's racing more of a sprint, like usually Sakura Bakushino is, then the stamina is kind of... It should be a little bit higher. Like, I had a terrible stamina on here, which is why I did not win in the end. Because if your stamina goes down during a specific race, it will really badly impact your speed. I wish I had given her a little bit more stamina, but that's just not the way it went for my run. But because she is more of a sprint and front style, stamina isn't as important as the others, but you still should focus on them a little bit more than what I did here. Speed is pretty obvious. You always kind of want to go for speed for most of your races. Depending on how important it is, kind of depends on a lot of different factors. But for the most part, it is usually the main thing that you are going to be training along with other things. Power is, I believe, based off of how are you able to maneuver away from... other horses, which is why it would be kind of important for someone like Gold Ship. If they're spending all the vast majority of the race all the way at the end, they need to be able to power through and actually like get into the right position so that they can rush through. It doesn't matter if you're it's why it's difficult to sometimes train someone who's always at the end of the pack, because you have to also give them power, and most people kind of just only focus in speed, thinking that, oh, if they're just fast enough, then they're just always going to overpower them, and that's usually not the case. Guts is also... what is Guts? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what is Guts. Let me see here. So yeah, the way I eventually kind of figured out a lot of Uma Musume back in the day is that I just kind of winged it for a lot of the races and kind of just went through it that way. So it's actually been a new learning experience trying to actually play the game, actually knowing what everything does. Hold up, give me a sec. Guts is supposed to help you out with your stamina. Apparently, eventually they do some other stuff with Guts, but because I've been away from the game for so long, I don't know enough about that. So if you know a little bit more about that, feel free to let me know. And Wit is based off of how often you're going to be using a lot of your skills. You almost always want to try and get your Wit to at least 300, because I think when it gets to 300, that's when it's about a 75% chance to actually activate your skills. So you want to be training it pretty frequently. And thankfully, because of the way the game kind of works, you're going to be training in a Wit a whole bunch. So let me actually just go in here and train a horse real quick, because it's easier to do it. So those are all the basics of it, but what do you actually do when you're picking someone? So I'm just going to go with Taika Shuttle, because I've already kind of done the good ending for her here, so I can easier skip a lot of the things and not feel bad about it. Obviously, I read them all when I'm going for the story for the first time, which is awesome, by the way, now that I can actually know what the hell these horses are talking about. That was maybe the one thing that was always sad about it when I was playing on JP, is that I would skip everything, and sometimes it'd be like a minute-long skip of dialogue I didn't know what the hell they were saying. So, okay, looking at them. So the affinity for them, these are like the legacy horses. When you get you want to get the affinity, trying to go to a circle of some kind, but you can see here what kind of skills they would potentially inherit from them. So if I did it here, I could get Maverick, which is a moderately increased performance when no other runners are using the same strategy, which isn't the greatest, but I think it slightly decreases fatigue when you're the pace chaser, so I think I'm actually going to go with her. And then I'll just select the legacy one. I could also just go for guest. Yeah, then let's see what skills she has. Yes, that sounds good to me. So I'll go with her. This is my brother's, so there we go. Next. And then these are the decks that you want to build out. These are also really important, because depending on the horses is depending on what your friend training is going to be based off of. So this one was, I think I was trying to experiment, trying to go all speed one, but I wasn't feeling too sure about it. This is the one I usually use, because this is also the one that gives EP bonus of it. You can see here I don't have the greatest of these available, I think, at the moment, or I actually can train a little bit more if I want to get to one, actually, now that I think about it. But I don't have any 5-star ones, but that's okay, because you can usually just go to your list and pick one of them in there. So I can go for... You know, just to keep it up, I'll go and pick my brother's one for here. So for this one, it would be someone who's giving speed, some scenario things here. I'm like, okay, fine, it's good enough. I'll go with it. You can also just hit auto select if you want to see how that would look like. I'm like, yeah, sure. And they're just like, here, just use all your gold ones. But it's okay, I'll use this one. Oh no, this one has a duplicate in it. They want me to use the event one, which I have not been able to get yet because I've been very unlucky. I just realized when I clicked this, it took away my... I can't see my brothers anymore. No, there it is, okay. I'll start a career with this. That's perfectly fine. I'll go with it, sure. And since I've already got this going, I'll just skip this for now. Shorten all events for this. Ooh, get all this here. Get all my things all nice and ready. So you want to try and get Obviously, you want to try and get all your goals, and it's pretty important to try and focus in on a lot of them. So here she is. She's chasing her dreams. Some skill point up. She'll tell you about it. One of the things that you want to kind of focus in on a lot is that when you're training in the early stages, you want to try and find the ones that have as much friendship on them at the beginning. And this can be a little bit tough just because make sure that you don't actually lose your first race, because winning the races is how you get fans, and your final score at the end of when you're finished, when it's all said and done, is based off of how many fans you were able to collect, which is why even though I was able to win the finals of Uma with the Euro finals with my girl here, I didn't get the highest score because I had actually didn't get first in all my races leading up to it, funny enough. So yeah, you also want to make sure you're taking as much as you can. Oh, I forgot one other thing. You also want to make sure that you're... I'll do it here because I want to do it. You want to make sure she's in a good mood, because you actually get more stats the better the mood that they're in. So it's actually kind of... You also race better when you're in a better mood as well. So, here we go here. Yay, rain. You also want to try and select the correct thing. And we go here. Here we go. First one to the station one, sure. I'm just picking that one. You should try and pay attention to which one of the options you're giving them, because sometimes there'll be options that will be like, hey, remember that you need to rest, and that will be a way for you to get back stamina without having to actually go and do rest. The best way to rest is actually usually just to go with wit for the most part, because you'll see it will give you a little bit more, and then it will also increase one of your stats that's actually important. So it allows you to do more. Agree with... Oh, I should have been paying attention. Agree. I'll go with that. I'm sure it'll be fun. So I got a little bit of more energy from that. So we'll go here, see if we can get a little bit more speed up in this. There's at least one friend in there, so that's good enough. New training partner, that's good. Let's see. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one, but it's fine. I'm still getting used to this being PC controls and such. I used to play this on phone, and it's weird playing this on the PC now. Munching on that burger will give me the strength to work hard. Okay, let's go. If I remember right, there's a chance that this place is going to be closed down if I click OK, let's go. So that's good. So there's a chance for that to go bad and it's actually closed. But now because of that, she's in a great mood, which will help a lot of her training out. And that just makes everything better here. I'll go here for now, just get a little bit more. Alright, I think we're perfectly fine for right now. Beware the trap. Like, yeah, like... I can't read to read that eventually, but for right now, oh, that's perfect. You love to see it because it's good to start to do the training part here. But yeah, you want to try and get your friendships up so you'll be able to unlock a bunch of friendship trainings. Also doing a lot of these, I think it's, see, if I tried this right now, it'd be a 50% failure, but I think if I just go here, I'll be perfectly fine. There we go. And let's see what the failure rate is, 6%. I'll go with a little bit more brain training for the time being. I'm also trying to see if there's any options that will give her a carrot. Trying to give her a little bit more. There we go. That's my girl. Okay, that's perfect because there's two friends here. That will increase the friendship a little bit, and I'll get this little skill here. It's training time. Okay, perfect. Go here, get my speed up, and we'll see if I'm actually able to win this first race. I'm not actually sure because I kind of neglected the other stats, but it hopefully should be fine. Why don't you try being a little bit more enthusiastic? There you go. Damn it. Okay, so skills. Let's see here. Case of velocity when the lead in a far margin in the final straight. She's actually a pace chaser herself, so that means that she's not usually typically the leader. She's the one that wants to follow over the leader. So I think for this one, I'll go with the good position one for the time being. Yeah, you also don't have to spend on the skills, but I usually find that whenever I usually say like, oh, I don't need to spend it for right now, then I always get punished for it. That's usually what ends up happening to me. So yeah, you can see here, pace is, she can go pace in front. Pace is her A and front is her B. So I'm going to go with this one because this is what she's better at. You can also see the aptitude she has for the specific race types like dirt, mile, and pace. So everything's pretty good. We see that she's the #1 fave. She has all the circles here. What could go wrong? I would usually, this is where I would click view results, but I would feel bad if there was not actually just a legitimate race going on. So I'm going to show at least this race, because this should hopefully be one of her completely annihilating everything. Plus, it's fun to look at these in general. Though, usually for these early ones, I usually skip and be like, okay, I want to see the ones that are a little further on. But it is also, I guess, a good way for you to see how is your horse doing. Is your training doing pretty well? Is she suffering? The main thing that I'm actually kind of worried about is that does she actually have enough stamina for stuff? I think she does, but we're about to find out, huh? She is the favorite, so if she were to lose this, it would be very sad, but I've also had Toika Shuttle occasionally just lose it because she refused to activate any of her skills. So there she goes, off running. She doesn't want to be in the front, so she's going to let them go. And usually it's at the straightaway is where a lot of her things are going to start to pop off. So it's okay for it to kind of look like this in the early beginnings, is what I usually like to tell myself. It can probably look a little bit weird just because if you don't know the specific strategies of everything, you're probably thinking like, oh no, she's in third place, that's bad. But she's not supposed to be in the specific... Oh, rushed is pretty bad. That's a... I think it's a tiny debuff that can occasionally happen to your horses. I think one of the stats also can prevent some of the rush. It might be int, I think? Maybe. But here she is. She'll activate her little special move here. She'll bang, bang, bang. This is also one of my first horses that I got in the JP version of the game. So it coming with a free 3 selector, I had to pick my girl again. Okay. This is looking not bad so far. She's at the straight, so this is where she should start pulling ahead. Unless I completely fucked up the trading. Again, she has nothing wrong. It's all me. There she is. Don't fail me now. Don't make me look silly. It would be very funny if she lost like the very first race. But no, she'll be fine. Go, go. Yeah, pump your hand in victory. Show what Cygames had been working on for years. This insane jiggle physics. The ZZZ dev said, we could make an entire game off this, but make it action. Yes, I'm winner. Perfect. Love you. Absolutely perfect. What I come to expect from my American horse. So there you go. First place, we got some fans. Bam, 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 bam. Maverick, pretty nice. Yeah, and then you just have to complete these. So next is place 5th. You, in theory, want to make sure you're winning all these. If there's any specific races that you need to make sure that you try and always win, the G1s usually give you the most skill stuff, which you can use to get better skills to make it more likely for you to win and stuff. So keep that in mind as you're doing stuff. Here's special, it's all to win. Perfect. I actually need 87 more fans. This is insane. Alright, I'm actually gonna rest here. So the reason I also sometimes don't like to do rest is that occasionally your horse will just decide that during my rest I actually got worse. And it's like, what do you mean you got worse while you were resting? Doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna go for power here just a little bit. Just because there's 2 people here. Nice. Mood remains great. I will say that, oh yeah, you should just wait here and they'll be here. Yep. No problem, not bad. Oh, I can get an ability here from her if I go there. I'll go for it here just to see what she's gonna give me. And yeah, this is the basic way to do it. It's probably a very intimidating at the start when you're failing a whole bunch. But I think it becomes less of a worrisome thing once you kind of understand some of the base mechanics here and you start understanding how important the friendship between these horses is. Because once you start like doing stuff like that, okay, it's a I'm actually gonna do a race because I need to make sure to do an easy race so that she can get some fans. Let me see, can she do this one turf? I'm wondering if she's built up enough that I can potentially do one of these other fan ones and not worry about her losing, and I can get a little bit more of stuff. It's 18 mile, it's a mile. I think she could potentially do this one. I mean, I can't always ask for a predict. What do you feel about this one? Top contender? We're gonna go for it. The only issue I have here is that if I fail this, I could potentially be in a very bad spot, but... Alright, she's doing bad. She's not doing that bad. It's a pretty nice start. Let's download here. I've never done this race, so this would be the first time me winning it if I won it. But let's see. I should have checked the horse lineup real quick. We can see them here. See any of them here. There's Gold Ship. There's another one. Yeah, there's Gold Ship. She's the number 3 favorite. Ines Fusion, number 2. Okay. Kinda see. Taika Shuttle. Back at it again. She's got this. I believe in her. She's got like her little Western outfit on. It would be very... It makes... First of all, it makes me sad when the horses lose, so if anything, I need her to win. Otherwise, I'll feel bad for being a bad trader. Which is probably why a lot of people want to get better at the game, to be like, I'm tired of seeing the girls be sad. I want to be number 1. But okay, we'll see. Starting off number 2, not too bad. I think my only fear here is that because of some of her stats of her being pushed into the back and she's not able to actually power through them would be kind of a bummer. She's also currently number 1, which she's usually not supposed to do. There we go. It's not saying that it's bad to do it. It's usually that it shouldn't have. It probably bodes well for us that she's like that. And we can see go, oh, that's not good. That's potentially very bad. That's kind of what I was afraid of, is that I don't think she actually, I didn't give her enough power to push through them when it comes to the last straight here at the end. We'll see. If she's in good enough position, she should be able to just completely outrun all the other horses, but if she's in a bad position, she's not going to be able to. Uh-oh. I may have... We'll see. There we go, okay. This skill should help a lot in here now that we're at the ending of the race here. She should be able... Okay, she has enough power to go through some of them. Very good, very good, very good. This is what we like to see. This is very nice. Just beat her. She has tiny legs, but you got bigger everything else. Come on! No! Oh, second place. Bummer. But yeah, that's second place is fine enough because it should give still some fans. I wonder if I would have gotten more from doing the other one. No, it's about the same. It's not too bad. I say to myself, coping. Let's keep this up. And then she's going to lose a little bit there, but she gains a little bit more. You should try coping with unwavering confidence. Perfect. Everyone's mood in a great place. All out of power for the time being. I can go here a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, but my fear always is whenever I tell them to rest is that sometimes they'll just get worse for some reason. It was always the run. Oh, okay. After this, I can do a regular rest. But sometimes that's what the RNG nature with this game is. A lot of the time, is that sometimes something bad will happen. You just kind of go with it. Let's make it into a competition. There we go. A little bit there. Yeah, and sometimes your gold ship. Gold ship seems to have the most like random. Oh, I just made your life harder for no reason situations. I'll go, yeah, we'll go speed here. She's getting some nice power, so that's good. Stamina could probably use a little bit more, but we'll see. Yeah, I can do this one because there's 2 people here. I should be able to unlock the ability to do... Oh, very good. Okay, so that's 8% failure. Alright, so... This would be very good if I could get it, but 11% failure. So if you get your horse injured in some kind of capacity, it's almost usually a run killer no matter where you are. It's very unfortunate that it happens like that, but it can completely kill your run if you're not careful and you get them injured. Let's work on your speed. Let's make sure you rest. That should be... Yeah, there you go. Some energy from there. That's good. Alright, let's go to the skill points here. Slightly increase velocity when the lead by a far margin in the final straight. Increase performance on the firm ground. Increase performance when no other runners are using your strategy. I think I'll go for this one. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with this one in the final corner. Pace Racer's pretty nice. This one can help her with a little bit of that. Slightly increase passing ability when positioned toward the front. Alright. Like I said, in the past, when I was doing a lot of this, I couldn't read it on the JV version of the game. I was like... That's what I'm saying is that eventually when you get to the flow of things and you're building better horses and you're using them to make them better, it can make things go a little bit smoother. Okay, let's see if she's going to win this one. View results. Number 1 right here. Shit! Well, you need to face at least, but that's very bad. It means that somewhere along the way I was not doing the correct thing. And I've won it in the past, I know that for sure, but... This means that I'm gonna need another fucking fan thing, likely somewhere down the line. So I'm not doing the greatest at the moment. Yeah, she needs like 1,650 fans. Let's see. I'm gonna try going here a little bit. There we go. I can go here in the guts a little bit. There we go. I have to also be careful to be... It's getting low. Okay. Go here, go there. Alright, I'll do an actual rest. Okay, 50 energy, not bad. Let's see. Go here. Perfect. Okay, I need 3. Not enough fans for the next race, which is kind of a bummer, but I'll go here first, and then I'll go to do the race. Yes! Okay, perfect. So if you meet a certain amount of fans, you'll be able to level up your skills here. They happen on specific days. You just have to make sure you have enough of them, and then you'll get a little bit more of stuff like this. So there we go. Okay, now I'll do a race. I need 1,650. This will give me 5,400 if I win it. Let me see. How am I looking here? Top contender? I'll go for it. Turf? Yeah, okay. Should be... Yeah, okay. They're telling me that it'd be very bad if she lost, but let's see, huh? At the end of the day, there's still a lot of RNG in place of things. And the fact that I've been able to win from them saying like, oh, you're the 7th most likely to win, and I still was able to actually win it, probably shows that any of the horses have the ability to do the same. Alright, let's go here a little bit more, just so we can go closer to the end of the race. She looks perfectly fine for the time being. I'm more worried about her being able to outpace things. Let's see. Alright, we'll keep Endurance restored. She'll activate this as we get to the last straight, and we'll kind of see where she goes from here. Alright, it's not bad. She's shot straight to first. Very nice. We'll see if she's actually able to keep it, though. Taiko Shuttle. Velocity up, velocity up. No. Hurry up and end the fight before she catches up. Okay, good, we're good. She was able to catch up the second, but she wasn't able to catch up to the full thing. Which is good. Winner! Let's go. New Zealand trophy, thank you very much. Alright, not bad. Gained a lot more fans from that one. I'm beyond happy thanks to you. Alright. I think she's probably earned a legitimate rest. As much as I want to just increase her smartness. I respect her a lot. That's usually the option I always go for a little bit more stamina. Skill points here. Increasing velocity in the final one would be pretty nice. Alright. Race day. Let's see what it is. If we can get to first in this one, it'll be 10,000 fans, and then we'll get a bunch of things to get more skills. Okay, one of her things is actually kind of bad here, which is unfortunate. Second favorite to do everything. I'm gonna hit view results and see where it is. Nice, first place, love to see it. Die with Scarlet was in the second favorite, along with Vodka, her eternal rival. Go here, next. Very nice, very nice, very nice, love to see it. And I think we're getting to the point where it's also an important time to be focused in on stuff, but let me see. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, finally, this is what I wanted to see activate. See, when you click here, then the friendship stuff will start training up here. Which is very good. Because it really helps out with your training. Okay, this is what it is. You want to make sure, even though I would get a lot of it for this one, because upcoming is the summer event, I'm just going to click rest. And I'll explain it right after this race. Let's see if I can get this. Do I have to win this one? I just need to place top 5. Okay. See how this one goes. Do a little run up here. I was feeling a little bit down because I did lose one of them, but being able to win that other ones for the top amount does make me feel a little bit better. Okay, I'll go here. So it goes straight to the end of the race and see how we are. 5th place. Okay. Not so bad. Oh, Condor Blossom. I can't wait for her banner to come out. I love her. Okay, come on. This would be a perfect time to activate your ability if you should have it. Please tell me you don't have enough intelligence. If only you activated your skill. She might still potentially get 2nd. Oh, she's gonna lose 3rd. She's getting close to win. She gets 3rd. Because that other horse is way faster ahead. Yeah, unfortunately, if she was able to activate her skill, she would have been able to win that one. But she did not. She chose not to. She did not have the intelligence yet to activate it. She said, they're saying I need more power, which is probably likely true. Okay. This is where the true power now comes into play. So during summer, you want to make sure you're going to summer with maximum stamina. The reason is that typically when you're doing normal training, you have to build your way up to getting a level 5 training area, but during summer all of them are considered level 5, so this is like your best chance to be doing anything. So you want to make sure that you're never resting while you're here, because if you are, it's really bad. The only way you want to do rest here is if you're doing wit, something like that. So I'll go here, get a little bit of friendship training in, carry the big wheel. I'll go here, get a little bit more smart. Let's do some motion training then, I guess. There we go. 6%. That's power. I'll risk it for 6%, sure. You'd think that the big wheel would take her out, but it didn't, so we're fine. Wait, let me check to see if it's a wit. No, it's not. Okay, so I'll rest here just because my stamina is now super low. Okay. Alright, I can go here. Increase the guts a little bit, because there's double training here. Very nice. Stamina with a 1% chance. I think I'll just continue going wit. I would really like it if the wit was at 300. Just so I can stop worrying about my skills. Yeah, I can keep going here. It also helps to have a little bit more of the fast friends. There we go. They should get her all the way to 300 now. Oh, she's so happy. Thank you for all that, Lord Trump. I'll read it eventually. Let's see. Using the same strategy, an early race, front runner, base chaser. You know what? I'll go with this one. There we go. Alright, I'll click view results and see how it goes. Yes, number 1. It's always when I click the view results, that's what we got it, but alright. Nice, on track for some good stuff here. Thank you. Thank you. 12 turns, okay. Okay, loosen up and relax so you can pet the dog. There you go. Poppy training. Oh, that's sick. Love to see it. Thank you very much. I learned trick front. Okay, let's see. No failure chance. I'm gonna go with this. Thank you. Easy enough. Stay healthy. There we go. Perfect. Now I can probably focus in on all in speed now. Feel like my other strats are good enough. Oh, okay. This could be... Oh, okay. She got the tiny carrot. I was hoping for the big one. That's another RNG thing to get. Oh, there's a lot of them here. I'll go for it here. That's fine. At this point, I really do just want to mainly get my speed up. I only clicked on that one because there was so many dudes on there. Thank you for those bullet points. Perfect. Let's continue on. Okay. Let's see. Guts. Okay. Go here. 30 is not bad, but it's also not the greatest, but it's okay. Let's get your speed up, girl. Why are you crying? There we go. We can give it to the school. You know who needs carrots at all times? The girls. How's my stamina? I guess I could increase my stamina just a little bit. Hesitant. Very nice. Got some skill points from that. Some inspiration. Let's go. Level up my skills. Click go. Perfect. Uh-oh. That's also bad. Alright, I'll give you legit rest. See where training is in. It's in guts. Sure. We'll get guts closer to almost 300. Run as fast as you can. That should help the speed here. Perfect. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go here. More speed. Now I'm in the need for speed. Thank you for leader pride. 90% chance of failure. This is the last day. Please don't suffer from like weird horse insomnia. There we go. Let's go. Let's see. Front runner, pace chaser. Front runner. She's not the front runner. Give her slightly better positioning. Yes. Let's go. Tokyo Turf. Oh, this was the rain one. I should have picked up the rain one. I forget if this is where she gets it, but you can get one where you get better in the rain. Let's see. First, there we go. I think at this point, unless I badly screw up, it should be a pretty clear line to the end. Hopefully. See, there's rainy days. Okay, so she has to beat this one first, but then she just gets it. I'm pretty sure these are all based off of real races the horses have done, because they're obviously based off of real horses. Let's see. Alright, so... Alright, I'll go speed. Get a little hint up. Get a little skill up. Speed training up for it. Oh, fuck. I didn't notice it. Well, that means I'll probably waste a day then. Oh, this is so bad. I wasn't paying attention. This is what happens when you're playing on the super fast skip like I am. That's a bummer. But we'll be able to get it better with these other days at least. Alright, and we'll see which last one we can do. 31% failure. I don't want to go there. I'll go here. She's happy. Love to see it. 20% failure, that's pretty rough. So I'm going to have to do it there. Yeah, see, that's the thing is that the message likely got skipped, and that's unfortunate. I should have been paying more attention to that. Hopefully it doesn't screw me up too bad here. as we start nearing the end of it all. Let's see. Okay. Good. Very good, very good, very good. Got another goal complete. We're literally right there at the end, everyone. If you made it this far, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I forgot to say. I really do like this game, but the main issue I always have is that a lot of me playing this would be like this, unless I was doing super slow trading. The winner is Taika Shuttle. She wins. She's going over, pal. This will get me really close to it. Alright, I'm gonna do it a little bit. I probably could get a little bit more stamina, but I really do feel like I'm probably okay for where I am at right now. That's why they punished me by giving me that. This would put me into the D for it. I guess that's good enough. That wouldn't push me into the D, by the way. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best time of spent doing it. It's fine. Howdy, trainer. Alright, let's see. Yes, because this will put me to over 600. There we go. She talks a little bit to them. Okay, let's see if I have any specific skills that I think would be probably good. Non-standard distance. No other wrestlers are currently using it. Front runner, pace chaser. Medium, mile. There's actually some decent ones, but I'm gonna go with this one because it uses all my skill points. And I do have kind of a low stamina, so it will probably work out. Alright, for this one, I am gonna see it. See how she goes. I'm kind of curious to see how it goes. Now that I'm looking at her, this is where she's going to fail. This is now around the time where I think it's likely for the RNG gods to just look down on me. But it actually hasn't been too bad. None of her moves have gone down in any kind of way, which is I'm thankful for. The main thing I have to look out for here is just super bad RNG at this point. But I am around the stats I was beating it in the previous one, so I at least know that they're a little bit better. Thank you for activating that skill. Alright, let's see. The other thing that's kind of I have to remember is that if she's too ahead of the pack and she's not near the other ones, that her main ability won't activate, because she needs to be kind of near people. Which is why she prefers to be in not as the leader, but slightly far back. The chaser, basically. Sakura Optional. I love the way that so usually when I play on my phone, I don't listen to it with audio. So being able to play on PC is really up to my ability to actually say these characters' names. A lot of my Fago struggles of saying names. People have now started attacking me for getting occasionally certain things wrong, but I'm like, I don't remember doing that. Uh-oh. That's probably pretty bad if she... No, okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Apparently, the people don't like it when I say they for female and males. I'm like, you do know that we also can use those, right? They're not specific for a reason, but whatever, I understand. People can get a little bit like that. I can try and do it. If only what I want to do is start saying dude again. Because I used to just call people dude. I never called them he, she, or they. I'd say, what up, dude? That was my main thing. And then Hulk Hogan had to ruin it by being a piece of shit, so now I feel weird saying dude. He shouldn't have eaten that sushi, brother. I would be able to say dude again. With Jack and all my favorite other things to call people. Goal complete, let's go! Shit. Okay, that's bad. Oh, man. Okay. We'll keep at it for now, but... I'm hoping there's a thing up here that will give her energy back. But we'll save for right now. such a coward. I'm just gonna have to spend one day doing it. There usually is enough things that you can just randomly get great, which you've seen me do a couple times here. I'm just always afraid for it, you know what I mean? Okay, this will finally increase it to D. No, still by 2, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, it's fine. Non-multiples of 400? Is that what this one is? No, there it is. No, that's my gold. I think we're fine. Let's see, I can look at it here. Okay, so let's see. 1600, so it's non. Okay, no, it is. Alright. We're in the true finals now. We're in the end game. The 7th favorite once again. Lucky number 7. The amount of Dragon Balls. It's a good number. The best Singularity. The best Lost Belt. Though probably people will fight me and say that Lost Belt 6 is better than Nahobikalon, which is probably true, but you know what it doesn't have? Cuckoo. Does Lost Belt 6 have a Japanese man incorrectly assuming that Mexico lives in South America? Didn't think so. That's why it's the GOAT. Go! Okay. Decent start. I'm always going to be afraid of some of these. Silent Suzuka, she has killed a decent number of my runs where she'll just randomly forever stay in first and never let up. Ever. But I think we're pretty fine right now. I'm not seeing anything too crazy out of the ordinary at the early start here. Other than Silent Suzuka's kind of really far the fuck ahead. But we're decent amount behind him. And there's not too many people that we have to power through to get to the front. So we'll see how far we are after this skill. I also didn't meet the fan requirements that I said about earlier. I just realized because the skill is still level 1. But it's fine. Go, go, Taika Shuttle. Win! No, if that little... Don't. Go, 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 go. It's all the way at the end here. I just need you to run. Silent Suzuka's so fucking fast. Yes! This game's so good. Nishino Flower, that one. I was about to say, if that woman cost me a first place again, I'm gonna start fucking throwing hands with that tiny horse. Let's go. But of course it's not done because the URI finals is like 3 different races. Advance to the semifinals. Okay. I'm afraid... Okay, you know what? I'll activate this here. The reason I said is that if I want to spend the last before the finals to get her... I don't want to risk of injury, basically. Firm conditions... Maverick... Front runner, unfortunately, no. A lot of front runner stuff. Moderately increased pieces. Non-multiples of 400. Is this one of them? Ooh. Non-multiples of 400. That works. I'll take it for this tiny advantage. Let's go. Okay, hear me out, Lord. I need to win this one. I need this. I need Taika Shuttle to win this one. And not only because it's 4 AM and I'm very tired, and now I'm fully committed to this run that I thought was likely. Oh no, she has a little triangle there. That's pretty bad. Alright, it's fine though. We got this. Everyone walks into place. But only one of us is running out of here. Yeah, see? Non-standard distance. Let's go. Tiny boost. Prudent positioning, very good. Very good so far. TM Opero. Coffee Parfait. Some of these names still, even though I know what they are. I was looking through old tweets of Uma Musume, and maybe one of the funniest ones I ever did was I started just naming a bunch of girls from Uma Musume because someone asked, do you even know the name of some horse races? And because of this game, I actually do. Oh no. Opero. Okay, we're getting close to the end. This is where the true fight goes into place. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Shooting for victory. She shoots the pistol. Why doesn't she simply just shoot the other horses? I feel like that would put her in a far ahead advantage if she did so. It's probably illegal though. Would be completely different if horse racing allowed you to shoot the other horses. Probably also less fun to watch. She's got this, she's got this. Oh fuck. Don't. Run. Faster. No! No, 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 no! Oh, fuck! God damn it. It's okay. It was all a bad dream. And we get another chance at this. 8th favorite? Easy enough. Alright. We'll start all the way from the back of the race. But she's got it this time. We're in a new timeline. That last timeline didn't happen. So I'll skip and see how good she's doing. Okay, she's in probably a worse place than she was the previous race. But all her skills are activating, so that's a good sign. This is where the race truly ends. Oh my god, there's so many around her though. She needs to activate her skill. She's not gonna activate it. She's gonna choose to lose this one and not activate her skill. Grass Wonder completely blowing it out from everyone. Nope, she just chose to, instead of activating it, stay in 3rd place. Okay, again. This time is gonna be different. This time she's gonna lock in, which is what I need her to do. Alright. And now we're gonna just go to the future. 3rd place, 2nd place, okay, better. We just have to hope her RNG is better than all the other horse RNGs. Okay, the ones that cost us the race last time are nowhere in position. I just need you to activate your skill. And no, she's gonna she let the other horse pass. No, wait. She can still get this. Come on. No. Grass Wonder wins it again from a random activated skill at the last second. Alright, this is the last time. Because I'm out of the ability to use the clocks. Yeah, it just might be the end of the race. The other horses are doing much better. They're active, they're popping their skills, they're doing everything. The what? Maybe. We'll see. I mean, she could still activate it here if she so wanted to. No, she's just not activating the final skill here. It's kind of a... She's just letting... Also, Grass Wonder seems to just be 100% smoking the shit out of everyone. It was what? Yeah, they decided that, no, actually Grass Wonder wants to go over, pal. If I could look at what the stats of Grass Wonder were. There we go. Speed, stamina, power, guts, wit. 500 wit. Non-standard distance, corner acceleration. Oh, her velocity was too much to deal with at the end. Because that's what she had. That's why she kept passing everyone by. That's very unfortunate. But it is what it is. This one ends here. But that's just kind of how the game goes sometimes. I got it to near the final though. I just need to focus in on. But yeah, that's how it typically goes. Obviously, if you train a lot of your stat here, you go look for a better... Probably if I went for something better than my brother's, which would have been one that focused in on a little bit, probably more on speed and stuff, I would have probably been fine, but it's okay. It at least gives me points to spend on something. Let me see. I can spend it one last time before we go. I'll give her rainy weather, since she likes running in the rain. We'll go there. I'll take the cannon skill. And I'll complete the career. And I'll get like a C, maybe. Yeah, it's about a C. This would be my third time? Yeah, third, and this is the third time I've ever done it. Funny enough, I went farther with her here than I think I did the first one, but sometimes luck is just on your side, I think. So I'll get a little bit of stuff there. Click next. They'll give me my stuff. No, there's no reason to edit the team. She's worse than the other version I have already. Go here. Go special. Go to these event missions, because I think I've got them both of them, basically all of them. I think they're I'm gonna show how unlucky I've been with this stupid thing, by the way. I remembered how much I hated this thing. Because I'm currently 19 spins deep and all I need is fucking the 200 one. And they have refused to give it to me. I'm just gonna do it again. Nope. Missed again. There it is, fucking finally. So I finally get my goddamn bingo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I still have to do this so many more times. It took me 20 spins to get one of them fucking done. So how the fuck am I gonna finish this in 7 days? I mean, yeah. I mean, I also have never had that much bad luck before.
It's not like JP where they waited a week before the first event. We started with the first event.
It was not that. It's the bad luck of I got 20 spins in a row to get the last thing I needed.
No, that happens to me. I'm still on wheel 3. That makes you feel better.
I guess it does slightly better. It does make you feel slightly better. But yeah, that's Uma Musume. It's a lot of fun. I think even if you're just trying to take it as a normal thing, that's basically the easiest way to do it. And then if you want to actually go deeper into the game and start exploring a lot of the mechanics, the actual depth of this game is kind of insane in which the way you are breeding, because once you actually win the finals, your next step is, okay, but how do I make this even better? And you start getting better horses to train other horses and stuff like that. Like, I could probably start doing... That's probably my next step, is once I start training the other horses, is trying to get better ones I can fit into and really build what is basically the ultimate horse. Some people are already trying to do the... I can see him here, I think. Is it under training? No, it's not under... Where would we be? Is it under Veteran Uma Musume? I think so. I will see it. There we go. Some people are already trying to get their Haru Urahara so that they can actually beat the unbeatable race that you're supposed to race with them. Haru has a specific race that they are basically destined to lose. It's not possible to actually ever win it if you're training her the way Haru is supposed to be trained. But if you train them specifically to beat that race, it is possible to win it. And it's just near impossible.
It's the most heartbreaking experience.
It is. It is, it's understandable why a lot of people want to have her win it, but the way to train her to actually win it is fucking hard. It's not easy. Because I think it's a long race, right? It's a long... Yeah, it's like a long race on turf. She literally has like all the disadvantages possible.
Yeah.
It's very rough for her. But the fact that the game actually allows you to be like, okay, but if you train them in a specific way, you can actually beat the race that's supposed to be unbeatable, I think is very cool, and it kind of shows how much depth the game has. Very happy to finally have the English version, and yeah, that's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in whatever the next video may be. Till next time, I'll see you later. Say goodbye, boy.
Goodbye.
And peace out.